A very good morning to all of you. Today in this class, we are going to read about all the national parks, wildlife sanctuary, tiger reserves, and protected areas in India. So, in this video, we are going to read about all of this state-wise. So, we start off with Maharashtra, where you can see have very important, whatever national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, tiger reserves, protected areas, whatever is important state-wise has been listed. Only the important ones which has been in news for the last 2 years with all the important points. So first is the Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve. It has been located in Maharashtra and it is one of the prominent tiger reserves. It is successful tiger. It is important for tiger conservation and is a sighting of rare species has been seen over here. Initiatives to address human and wildlife conflicts can also be seen. Then we go on to Melgha Tiger Reserve, situated in Maharashtra again, known for its rich biodiversity, tiger population, and in last 2 years it has been in news for the conservation efforts focused on protecting tigers and other wildlife and addressing issues like poaching and habitat destruction. Then it is the Pench National Park, which is situated in Maharashtra as well as Madhya Pradesh district. So this makes an important point and has gained attention for the diverse flora and fauna, including tigers, leopards, and various bird species. Conservation initiatives and efforts to promote ecotourism in Pench has been highlighted in the news. And then the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, which is situated in the Mumbai's northern suburbs. It is the most visited national park in India. Recently been in news for human wildlife conflict, and for the park's biodiversity, eco-friendly tourism has been covered in news. Because of these reasons it has been in news. Now we move on to the Bor Wildlife Sanctuary, which is again in Maharashtra, Wardha district. Population of Indian leopards and other wildlife species are in news, and this is what makes this wildlife sanctuary important. Now conservation activities also includes habitat restoration, wildlife monitoring and community engagement वगैरह यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. Then चंदोली नेशनल पार्क का अगर बात करें तो it is also in the district of Maharashtra and is important for the biodiversity and serene beauty and to conserve endangered species and to protect forest habitats, promote sustainable tourism and highlight all of these points have been highlighted in the recent news, which makes this Chandoli National Park one important one. Then we move on to Goa. Over here you can see we have listed on 4 very important one. This is the Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary and Moline National Park. Important. It is situated in South Goa and it has been in news for development projects which could impact the region's biodiversity, and railway plans for railway doubling and expansion of highways through the century have sparked protests from environmentalists and local communities concerned about the potential ecological damage. Now we move on to the Kotigao Wildlife Sanctuary, situated in South Goa again, and is here important factors: dense forest cover, diverse wildlife, and bird species and small mammals are found over here. While not promptly featured in recent news, ongoing conservation efforts and initiatives to promote ecotourism is being reported. Now the Natravali Wildlife Sanctuary, situated in South Goa again, and is recognized for the rich biodiversity, serenic beauty, encompassing tropical forests, rivers, waterfalls, and conservation projects. So, all the points which are important related to all these national parks and wildlife sanctuaries are highlighted in news in the last 2 years, has also been jotted down in this PDF, which you'll be getting at the end of the lecture. Now we have the Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary. So it's in the North Goa, and the bird sanctuary is known for avian diversity and particularly migratory birds, which makes it very important. Featured in recent news to conserve wetland habitats and to protect bird species within the sanctuary have been the subject for occasional coverage. Then we move on to Karnataka. Here we have the Bandipur National Park, the Nagar Hole National Park, Bannerghatta Biological Park, Dandeli Wildlife Sanctuary, Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary, and Kudremukh National Park. So, the Bandipur National Park is located in the district of Karnataka and state's most prominent tiger reserve and wildlife sanctuary. And past 2 years, Bandipur has been in news for successful tiger conservation efforts, wildlife rescue operations, initiatives to address human-wildlife conflicts. Now, the Nagar Hole National Park, which is also known as Rajiv Gandhi National Park, situated in Kodagu and Mysore district of Karnataka, and population of tigers, elephants, and other wildlife species make it very important. It has been in news for conservation programs and to protect endangered species and preserving the park's ecological integrity. Now, Barnagarta National Park, it is a popular tourist destination and wildlife reserve makes it very important. And then various reasons include the wildlife rescue and rehabilitation efforts, educational program initiatives to enhance visitor experience while ensuring the wildlife of captive animals. Now, Dandeli Wildlife Sanctuary, it is also situated in the district of Karnataka, known for its lush forest, diverse flora and fauna, including the black panther, which makes it very important. Recently in news, it has been covered for ecotourism initiatives, conservation projects, and efforts to mitigate human wildlife conflict in the region. Now we have the Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary. It is in the Chikmagaluru district of Karnataka, recognized for its serenic beauty, includes elephants, tigers, leopards. Last 2 years, it has been in news for conservation programs, wildlife monitoring projects, initiatives to promote sustainable tourism. Now we have the Kudremukh National Park, which is also in the Chikmagaluru district, known for its Pictionary landscape and biodiversity. Now, it has been highlighted for conservation efforts aimed at protecting its unique ecosystem as well as challenges related to illegal mining activities in the region. Then we move on to the fourth state, which is Kerala. So, Periyar Tiger Reserve is important. Iravikulam National Park, Silent Valley National Park, Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, Pichi Vazani Wildlife Sanctuary, and Parambikulam Tiger Reserve is important. So, yeah, sorry, this is Parambikulam Tiger Reserve. So, Periyar Tiger Reserve is located in Kerala and in state's most prominent wildlife sanctuary. Wildlife reserve is Periyar Tiger Reserve, highlighted for its successful tiger conservation, innovative ecotourism initiatives, and measures to address poaching and illegal wildlife trade. Now, Iravikulam National Park, it has been in the Idukki district of Kerala. Unique biodiversity ke liye it is known. Endangered Nilgiri Thar, which is a very endangered species and rarely found species, is found here. And Iravikulam has been in the news for conservation programs aimed at protecting endemic species, preserving montane grasslands, and managing visitor footfall to minimize environmental impact. Now, the Silent Valley National Park, it has also been news recently been covered in news focusing on the conservation efforts to safeguard its fragile ecosystem, protect endangered species such as the lion-tailed macaque. You can pronounce it macaque, the lion-tailed macaque, and address the threats from illegal encroachments and unsustainable land use practice. You can go and check the pronunciation for this lion-tailed macaque. And then that's Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, which is located in the Wayanad district of Kerala. It is known for its rich flora and fauna, tiger, elephants, various bird species. In the past 2 years, it has been in news for human wildlife conflict and to promote sustainable tourism in the region. Now, the Pichi Vazani Wildlife Sanctuary, it is near Kerala, and it is in Kerala and known for its serenic beauty, biodiversity, and highlighted for conservation projects aimed at protecting its freshwater ecosystem, monitoring wildlife population, promoting environmental education and awareness among local communities. Now we have the Parambikulam Tiger Reserve, which is also in the district of Kerala, recognized for diverse habitats and significant tiger population, and focused on efforts to enhance anti-poaching measures, promote community-based conservation initiatives, address challenges related to habitat fragmentation and degradation. Then we move on to Tamil Nadu, where we have the Mudumalai National Park, the Mukurthi National Park, Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park, Indira Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park, Kalakad Mandanthurai Tiger Reserve. I'm so sorry for the pronunciation. It's Kalakad Mandanthurai Tiger Reserve, and then we have the Annamalai Tiger Reserve. So, Mudumalai Tiger Reserve, we all know, like Mudumalai National Park, we all know that it has been in news recently for the epic Oscar-winning movie made on this Tiger Reserve, on this national park, and it has been shooted also over here. So that makes it one of the important points, and it is known for its diverse flora and fauna, including elephants are found here, tigers, various bird species, and conservation initiative for protecting its wildlife habitat, mitigating human-wildlife conflict, promoting sustainable tourism. Now we have the Mukurti National Park, which is located in the Nilgiris district and recognized for its unique Shola grassland ecosystem and endemic species such as the Nilgiri thar. Over the past 2 years, it has been in news for conservation projects focused on the preserving its fragile habitat, restoring degraded landscapes, and monitoring rare and endangered species. Now we have the Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park, which is located along the southeastern coast of Tamil Nadu, known for its rich marine biodiversity and coral reefs, which makes it very important. Gulf of Mannar has highlighted conservation efforts to protect coral reefs, marine ecosystem, and endangered species such as the sea turtle and dugongs. Okay, so this is a very important point. Then we move on to the Indira Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary and National Park, which is situated in the western Ghats of Tamil Nadu and known for dense forests, diverse wildlife sanctuary, serene beauty. For the past 2 years, Indira Gandhi Sanctuary has been in the news for conservation initiatives aimed at protecting biodiversity, managing human-wildlife conflict, and promoting eco-friendly tourism practices. Now we have the Kalakad Mundanthurai Tiger Reserve. I'm very sorry for the pronunciation, I'm getting stuck. So let's move on. So it is also located in Tamil Nadu and recognized for the significant tiger population and biodiversity. Has focused on the conservation efforts to protect tigers and their habitats, combat poaching and illegal wildlife trade, and engage local communities in conservation activities. Then we have the Annamalai Tiger Reserve, which is in Tamil Nadu and known for its lush forest and the diverse wildlife sanctuary wildlife, including elephants, leopards, and gores. In the past 2 years basically, initiatives to enhance tiger conservation, wildlife monitoring program, and efforts to address human wildlife conflicts in the region is in news. Now we move on to Andhra Pradesh, where we have the Sri Venkateshwara National Park, Papikonda National Park, Kondia Wildlife Sanctuary, Koringa Wildlife Sanctuary, and Krishna Wildlife Sanctuary. It'll take a lot of time if we read all of it, so I can just point out all the important has been written here. You can just go for yourself. So over here we will see that it is also known as Rajiv Gandhi National Park. Earlier also we saw there's one more which is known as Rajiv Gandhi National Park. If we go back to that, so we can just see. Just give me a sec. Okay, so this Nagarhole National Park in Karnataka, and this Andhra Pradesh mein this Sri Venkateshwara National Park is called Rajiv Gandhi National Park. Okay, and is located in the eastern Ghats of Andhra Pradesh, and it is important for conservation efforts and initiatives for to protect its unique biodiversity. Then we have the Popikonda National Park, which is situated in the East Godavari and West Godavari districts of Andhra Pradesh. Dense forest killer, it is known for diverse wildlife. It is known for that, and recently it has been in news to safeguard the park's ecosystem, and wildlife have occasionally been covered in the media. Then you can read all of it for yourself, which is not very important, but you need to go through all of these ones just to know the location where all of this is and what is important related to them. Then we move on to the Telangana state. Over here, the Kasu Brahmananda Reddy National Park. Kasu Brahmananda Reddy National Park is located over here. Then we have the Pakhal Wildlife Sanctuary. Then we have the Kawal Tiger Reserve, Manjira Wildlife Sanctuary, and Iturnagaram Wildlife Sanctuary. So yeah, pronunciation, I'm really sorry for that. Iturnagaram Wildlife Sanctuary, true. Okay, so yeah, so you can read all of this for yourself too. I think none of this is very important, but you should know their locations and what there is. If there is any important point, you can highlight it for yourself. At the end, I'll be providing you with the PDF where you will get all these details. A few of them are very important, but I guess you should know the names state-wise. We move on to Odisha, where we have the Simlipal Tiger Reserve, which has been in National Park, which has been in news recently. Okay, so it is the most prominent tiger reserve, reserves and wildlife sanctuary. It has been in news and spotlight due to the efforts address forest fires, protect its biodiversity, and manage human-wildlife conflict, particularly with regard to elephant population. Then we have the Bhitarkarnika National Park, which is also situated in Odisha, and it is known for its mangrove forest. And you can see crocodiles are found here, migratory birds are found here, and it mainly focuses on the conservation initiatives to safeguard the mangrove ecosystem, protect endangered species such as saltwater crocodile, and promote ecotourism in the region. Then we have the Satkosia Tiger Reserve, which is also in the Angul district of Odisha, and diverse landscapes and wildlife are found over here, including tigers, elephants, and gharials. In the past years, Satkosia has been in the news for conservation projects aimed at protecting the tiger population, restoring degraded habitats, and addressing challenges related to human wildlife conflict. Then we have the Chilika Lake Bird Sanctuary, which is also situated in the Puri, Khurda, and Ganjam district of Odisha, is Asia's largest brackish water lagoon. So this makes it a very important point and important habitat for migratory birds. Recently covered in news for Chilika Lake has highlighted conservation efforts to protect bird species, preserve wetland ecosystem, and promote sustainable fisheries management in the lake. Now we have the Debrigad Wildlife Sanctuary, which is also situated in Odisha and is known for this serene beauty, including leopards, deer, and birds, and frequently has been in news for the initiative to protect its forest, wildlife habitat, and diversity has occasionally been covered in the media. We have now, let's move on to West Bengal, where we have the Sundarban National Park, the Boxa Tiger Reserve, the Jalda Para National Park, Neora Valley National Park, and the Singalila National Park. So one two are very important. So we'll move on first with the Sundarbans National Park, which is in the Sundarban Delta in South 24 Parganas district, and is renowned for its mangrove forest, Royal Bengal tigers, and diverse aquatic fauna. And recently been in news to spotlight due to the conservation initiatives to protect the tiger population, mitigate human-tiger conflict, and address threats such as habitat loss and climate change. Then we have the Boxa Tiger Reserve, which is situated in the Alipurduar district and known for its rich biodiversity, including tigers, elephants, and rare bird species. And it is also aims at conservation projects for protecting tiger habitat and restoring degraded landscapes and promoting ecotourism. Then I think important one is this Neora Valley Tiger National Park, which is known for its pristine forest, Himalayan wildlife, and serene beauty. While not frequently featured in recent news, conservation initiatives to protect its biodiversity and preserve critical habitats and promote sustainable tourism and occasionally been covered in the media. Rest you can read for yourself. And then we move on to Sikkim, where we have the Kanchenjunga National Park. Then we have the Phambong Leo Wildlife Sanctuary, Myanam Wildlife Sanctuary, and Simba Rhododendron. Okay, sorry, my bad. Sinba Rhododendron Sanctuary, located in the North Sikkim district, for its vibrant forest and diverse flora. And it is also been highlighted in the conservation initiatives to protect the unique plant species, promote botanical research, and showcase its ecological importance of the public. Sometimes the pronunciation becomes a little difficult and I'm giving it a read in one go, so yeah, I get a little stuck sometimes, so I hope you just bear with me. And if you have any confusion, you can go and Google it for yourself, or you can write me in the comments. I'll make sure that I get the correct pronunciation and get back to you. Then we move on to other state, which is Assam, where we have the Kaziranga National Park, the Manas National Park, the Namiri National Park, the Dibru Saikhowa National Park, and Orang National Park. So these all are very important. You can just go for all of it by yourself. And then we have the Arunachal Pradesh. I'm trying to make this video a real quick one so that I just provide you with all the details and you can read it for yourself. And meanwhile, I can just name a few of them so that we can have also an interactive session over here. So over here also you can see that I have marked the top 5 of it. So I'll be providing all of this. So state wise, I have written all of it in one go. You can just go, and if you have any confusion, you can just get back to me. I think explaining each one of it would be very difficult, because here I'm just reading it out for you, which you can do it for yourself too. So Jharkhand mein, as you can see, we have the Betla National Park, the Dalma Wildlife Sanctuary, and the Hazaribagh Wildlife Sanctuary. All of these are important. In Bihar we have the Valmiki National Park. I think whatever is important, I'll read it for you. Then in Uttar Pradesh we have the Pilibhit Tiger Reserve becomes very important. The Dudhwa National Park is important, always in news sometimes. Then we have the Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, we have all of this, in which Pench National Park is important. It shares boundary with two of the states. You tell me which states. Then we have the Panna National Park, which becomes very important. Then in Chhattisgarh, all of this is very important. No, all of this basically is not very important, but then I think Indravati National Park is important. All of this can come and in your questions, whatever exam you're preparing for, whatever competitive exam, or even for your general knowledge. I think this video is very good. So you need to know all of this. At least read once or twice every week. I guess you will remember the information what is asked in the exams. You would remember something or the other which is required. So I think learning it by heart would not be a good idea. You can just go through all of this, all the details, and you can just give it a read, like a random read every week or two until your examination. I think that will be good to go. And here in Gujarat also I have listed on all the important ones. In Rajasthan you can see the Ranthambore National Park, Kyola Dio National Park. I think Kyola Dio National Park is very important. Then the Mount Abu Wildlife Sanctuary. All of this you can just go through it. Then in Punjab you would have known, like there are many. Okay, so if we sit and list down, there would be a very long list. So whatever is most important, I've tried to put it in this video. Then there is Haryana. In Haryana we have all the important ones listed here. Then in Himachal Pradesh I've listed all of it. And Uttarakhand, Jim Corbett is important, of course. Valley of Flowers National Park, all of this always come into news. Then in Union Territories, maybe we can see that Jammu and Kashmir have all of these national parks. Recently, we have seen that Hemis National Park has been in news, so you can go through it. Then Gulmarg Wildlife Sanctuary, this is also important. Then in Ladakh, you see the Hemis shares boundary with, Ladakh. Right now Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir, two different union territories, so you can read about it. And then we have the Nubra Valley Wildlife Sanctuary. Nubra Valley is very important, so this wildlife sanctuary ultimately becomes very important. Then in in union territories, because we can't go individually by all union territories, and all of them are not very important also. So in Andaman and Nicobar you have these, and in Lakshadweep you have one which is very important. Then in Dadar Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Then Puducherry I've mentioned. And over here a pictorial has been given, a picture has been given, pictorial representation has been given for all of you to refer to. Over here you can see all the locations of all the national park. Like we can see over here all the important national parks. Kyola Dio National Park, which I was talking about, the Ranthambore National Park, then Mukudra Hills National Park and Tiger Reserve. So all of this has been mentioned over here. The Bandipur National Park, Mudumalai, Silent Valley, all of this, Jim Corbett, you can see. So you can go and just view this for all your location purposes. So 109 national parks in India as per January 2023. So almost all of it has been tried to put it over here, though I guess all of them have not been put over here, but this information is important. Maybe 109 national park in India as per January 2023. So one very important point what we have discovered throughout this video is Lakshadweep has no national park. So if we go back, we tried to, there's only PT Island Wildlife Sanctuary, but there's no national park. Okay, so I hope you know that there's a difference between a wildlife sanctuary, a national park, and tiger reserve and all of it. So if not, I would make a quick video on that too, but for now I guess we are good to go. Thank you for watching. I'll be uploading this video along with the PDF of all this state-wise. You can just go and check it for yourself, and if you have any confusion, you can get back to me. So through this video, my only motive was to just give you all the information. I could have uploaded the PDF directly, but I guess it was important to just interact with you through a video too, so that you go and watch it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for today. See you next time. And if you have any confusion, you can just get back to me.